Okay.
Okay, be right back.
Be that.
I think so.
Game is back up on my end.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
We're
That's what I'm talking
alive.
about.
That was... Ooh, that was weird.
Your computer be computering right now.
Putin.
Oh, I'm playing right now. I'm sorry. I couldn't pick up the room. You doing okay?
Well, that happened.
Sure did.
Oh, it was fine. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You want to go to lunch tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll go to lunch tomorrow.
I'd love to go
Yeah,
to
I'm
lunch
hungry.
tomorrow.
I feel like we're eavesdropping right now. This feels
Yeah.
this is just private. I don't like this.
Yeah.
No idea what happened there. Just
So okay,
absolutely
I'm gonna go back.
dropped everything. I had to like
Wow.
reconnect stream to the Twitch to OBS and everything. That was stupid as hell.
It only happens when like you're live or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was going on?
Oh no. Where are we going to lunch tomorrow, Lorik?
Oh, wherever accepts a senior discount.
Oh.
Heck
yeah.
Chili's.
Correct.
What was I saying? Where were we?
I
Oh, we
think
were
you're talking
discussing
about-
knocking on the captain's door in
Yeah, we didn't
the
know if that
banking
was
system.
Paul or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
banking
Share
system.
a share of it anyway, right?
Yeah, we each got seven.
I have 7,028 gold, guys. We're rich.
Yeah.
So bad.
Do we get to do that? Everybody gets 7,000. It just seemed too good to be true.
Well, for now.
For now. I mean, it could
I'll
change
wait a
on
moment then.
the flip of a hat.
Until he hits us with the undead that deals damage based on the amount of gold you're carrying that comes on the
Yeah.
ship tomorrow.
But outside of that conversation, depending on when we found out, who would have told us where we were going?
Nick.
Nail? I would have brought up saying, hey, on our way here, we heard some stories about some warlord taking over Oramora or something, so there might be some turmoil going on around that area.
Well, I suppose we'll find out, shall we?
No.
She doesn't seem
There's something-
terribly concerned.
Oh yeah, what was it? Was it a short sword that came from the bank?
A longsword.
Oh, okay.
Long sword.
It's a long way.
Long boy.
Peanut butter jelly the long way. The long way.
Could you imagine like a Subway sandwich, but it's a PB&J?
Oh gosh.
I've been
That's awesome.
saying it, dog.
Yo, Italian urban cheese PB&J.
Ugh.
Toasted.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
toasted. Can I get some olive oil and vinegar on top of that too?
Give me some chipotle mayo in there.
Yeah. Oh no.
Back
Sweet
when I
onion
lived-
teriyaki.
Back when I lived in Texas, there was a bar that served a peanut butter and jelly burger, and it sounded like the most trash thing ever. And then I tried it, and I was like, I'm gonna shut up from now on. It's actually really good. It's actually so good. I was very surprised.
All right, so the next day, as you all wake up and you start to head up to perform your duties for the day, you are stopped by the captain,
Oh,
Oh.
and he says, "Good day. May I have all of you go to the center of the top deck, please?"
We're gonna work, aren't we?
Yeah.
And he steps aside for you to go up. And when you do,
Sorry, Belter, I gotta go up. The captain wants to speak to us.
Belter is up top as well.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Harvey, I gotta go down. The captain wants to talk to me.
Oh, I can't. I couldn't even use the longsword because it's not finesse.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's useful for any of us.
I mean, I could
If you
use
used
it.
it versatile.
Yeah, it'd be a 1d10 as opposed to a 1d12, but it's a +1, so
It's
it's like,
probably like technically better.
yeah,
Mathematically, yeah.
yeah,
Because you get the bonus to hit, and the roll average is probably the same because it's one guaranteed.
It's like
instead of
5% better.
Yeah.
5% better. Ah, screw it. Yeah, I'll use a +1 longsword for now. I mean, the axe I'm using is just a shitty, like, made of haphazard metal and driftwood.
We're about to be shot firing squad. Is
So,
anybody else looking at this shit?
We're gonna be firing squatted? Wait,
so the captain,
I mean,
I was zoomed in on the wrong part.
so the captain has almost all the crew, it seems, lined up. And he asks for you 5 to join the line.
We're gonna line dance.
Grapevine to the left, grapevine to the right.
And he snaps his fingers, and Tattle comes skipping down the stairs. And she whispers something in his ear, and then skips right back up. And let me do this real quick. So he slowly and purposefully walks down the line. And if he hasn't met you before, he smiles and bows his head briefly before moving on. In front of others, he gives them a solid. He puts his hand on their shoulder and he gives them a nod. And then he stops in front of Jack. And he says, "Hello, Jack. I understand you're a bit perturbed by the way I run my crew. Is that right?"
Oh, good.
And he puts up a hand for Jack to shake, and Jack just looks around. The captain says, "Surely you won't be so rude as to refuse a friendly handshake." And finally takes it. And you can see the captain's hand clenching hard before he releases. He says, "Well, I would love to hear your side of things. Do tell. I'm all ears." And Jack nervously starts complaining about almost everything he told Desmond the night before. So, I never had to work this hard in my life. It ain't fair. I keep working hard. I keep doing what I'm told. But I just keep getting stuck swabbing decks. See, I do. I keep looking up. I keep asking what's wrong, and they just keep telling me that I'm not good enough, and to keep mopping the decks. And he keeps going. What are all of you doing in this time?
I would like to think Ehrman is just sitting there going like,
Octavius would be trying to like grab Airman's hand and just say, but I'm trying to like stifle a laugh. I'm I'm like, dude, Nail is looking at us.
he's got a full smile. He's not stopping.
Aloric, what is Aloric doing?
Aloric is. I'm debating if I want to defend him.
Think about the money, man. Think about the money.
I'm not going to do much. I mean, we'll follow whatever the captain does because, at the end of the day, that's really our only choice. Yeah, I ain't messing with the money either.
Desmond, what are you doing while this is going on?
Desmond is just looking straight ahead and smoking his pipe.
What about Citrine?
She is also standing like at attention, looking straight ahead.
So it sounds like Jack is just complaining for the longest time.
Good.
And the more he speaks, the more agitated he becomes until he actually he is not as tall as the rest of you. He's a rather short person, but he's trying to get in the captain's face as he yells.
Wait, he's shorter than Aloric?
Yeah, I know.
Besides
I
Aloric.
feel good. I feel good
Oh,
about
okay.
myself.
Yeah.
Johnny, can I lean forward out of the line and try to like peer down and see if he's like actually getting in the captain's shit?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
can I?
he's not. It's like the captain is almost as tall as you are, and
Okay.
you're what, like 7 foot something?
Yeah, like 7'9".
Yeah, the captain is.
Okay, you went up an inch. You were 7'8" when you told
Was
me.
I 7'8"?
You were
Yeah,
7'8".
I don't know, man.
Okay, the captain
yeah.
is like 6'5",
Okay.
and Jack is
wow.
like 5'3".
Yeah, just if he looks like he's gonna actually try to do something to the captain, I think Yermid would shapeshift and then just move around and stand behind him and just sit and not do anything. Just to acknowledge the fact that there is in fact a giant wolf sitting behind you. I don't know. Just maybe scare him
Behind
in
the
line so he
captain?
doesn't get killed. No, behind the kid. So if the kid is facing the captain and talking to him, you would just hear a gigantic wolf come and sit directly behind him. And he's not gonna like make any noise or do anything. He's literally just gonna sit. If he looks like, only if he can ascertain that it looks like the kid is about to do something stupid and get himself killed. He's not doing it as a measure of like to impress the captain. If that happens,
Right.
cool. He's more so just like so the kid doesn't do anything fucking stupid and get himself killed.
So the captain finally holds up a hand and says, "I think I've had enough. Now, if I may, Jack, I have a few questions for you." And he produces a gem from his coat. And he holds it up to the sun. We've been to a few wonderful locations and gotten not a small amount of treasure. Who on this ship is assigned the duty of navigator to take us to these places. Is that you? No, sir. No. And he gestures back. That would be Navi. And as stated, you've had no shortage of treasure and riches, even with your meager pay. And he starts putting the gem away. Now, on this ship, who is assigned the duty of being the cook? Is that you? And once again, no, sir. That's correct. That would be Crumbs. You've enjoyed food 3 times a day on this ship. Such delicious food, as I'm sure everyone here can agree.
Takes a bite of my sandwich.
As a final question, who has been assigned to swab the decks? Is that you? Yes, sir, that's me. That's what I've been saying. And you see the captain kneel down and wipe his finger along the deck and bring it up. And even from where you're standing, you can see muck and mold on his finger. And he leans down in Jack's face. And he says, "Then why is this ship not clean? As I understand, you have been assigned to this duty for approximately 42 days straight. And within the last week and a half, we have hired several individuals." And he gestures to the five of you. They have not served as deckhand, but they have seen you. Everyone on this ship has seen you not doing your damned job. You sincerely think that you would be able to run the ship better than I? I've run this for decades. I imagine you were not alive when I first acquired this vessel. If I give you a boat, will you show me that you can run it better? And he gets this look of confusion. He's like, I'd certainly try, yes, sir. Yeah, you give me a shot, I'll prove to you. And he gestures to the side. There's your ship, mate. And you see the dinghy held aloft by ropes. There's your boat. Take it and be gone. You're just... What? He's so confused right now. Do any of you do anything at this moment?
He's on his own.
Fuck no.
I don't
No.
care about this guy.
That's,
No,
that's what he wanted.
I'm good.
Hey man, you know what? Universal law: talk shit, get hit applies right now. Okay.
No, he got
Learned
what
it.
he asked for. He
has his
got
own
promoted.
ship.
He got promoted to captain of his own ship.
He will
Yeah.
definitely die of dehydration before he gets to land. But you know what? He got his own ship in the end. That's what matters.
So yeah, the captain says, "No need to be confused, friend. I'm giving you a ship. You can have it. I won't charge you for it. Don't worry about any sort of backstabbing."
I'm gonna like give the side head nod to Desmond, who has also been the bosun with me at some point, and start rigging the boat to set out. Putting the paddles in, get everything all ready.
He calls out to you, No, this is his ship. He insists." And
Very fair.
Jack just says, "Well, you're gonna like shoot me with a cannon, aren't you?" He says,
I was
No.
thinking
I swear,
That's
I
We'd never
swear,
waste it.
no harm will come to you while you are off this ship. Iramin, when you started moving to put some things in the dinghy, something felt off.
It's got holes in it.
because that is not the side of the ship where the dinghy is kept. It's currently what it looks to currently be held over the water, but as Jack grabs the railing, the entire image of it fizzles and he falls through it.
It's not real.
And the captain
Dang.
falls overboard and the captain laughs.
Oh god.
Not again.
How in the depths below did you forget what side the dinghy is on, you blasted idiot? You've been on the ship for over a month and you can't remember the layout of the ship that you can't clean? And he splashes about crying for help. And the captain mocks him further. You can't swim?
Bad job choice. Just saying.
Neither could Arlo.
Poor Arlo.
Damn.
He didn't drown, guys.
I think Aloric uses prestidigitation, starts cleaning the deck of the ship. He goes,
Oh my
he goes, it's really not that hard.
Damn.
Ehrman is gonna walk over to where he's drowning and flick a single gold coin off, and he's gonna say, "It's magic. If you hold on to it, you won't sink." It's just a gold coin.
The
There's no
captain,
God damn
the
it.
captain
Kick him while
laughs
he's down.
so hard at that. After what feels like several minutes of him laughing at this poor drowning seaman, he finally calls out to Jack, "Would you like to come back aboard, friend?" And he looks to you, Iramin, and says, "Give me a rope, would you please?"
I'll take a rope out of my bag, and before I hoist it over the edge, I'm gonna look at the captain and just be like, "Do you really want to bring him back, or do you want me to like put it down and then pull it up?"
He smiles and he takes the rope from you. "Grab a hold, Jack." And he pulls Jack up. And as he's climbing up the side of the ship, you hear him moaning and crying. "I'm sorry, Captain. I know my place. I won't complain again, I promise. I learned my lesson." And as he gets to the railing, the captain quickly seizes him by the neck and holds him. And he says, "Promised you no harm would come to you out there. You volunteered to come back. That was a rather poor decision. There are simple rules aboard this ship, Jack, and you failed every possible chance at redemption. I don't tolerate mutiny." And at that, acid breath flies out of his mouth and dissolves Jack in seconds.
That's
Yep.
that's not a good way to go.
It is so fast he can't even scream. And when he's nothing more than a mess on his hand, the captain pulls out a handkerchief and wipes it off. Turns to the rest of you. "Now then, I believe we are still on our way to port. Would you kindly resume your tasks? And thank you for your service."
Sure thing, Cap.
Citrine will say to his telepathically, "Aye, aye, Captain," and just make eye contact with him and just kind of smirk at him.
He looks back at you, and in your head you hear, "Thank you very much."
Let's go.
I have a sneaky suspicion he's a level 20 illusion school wizard.
No, he's not. That would be such a lame cop out, guys.
Mm,
So,
may he not rest in peace, Jack Mehoff. To the locker with him.
What a weird last name that guy had, too, man. Who the hell is named Behoff? That's so strange. I've never heard that before.
so
Must be from Suganda.
no, it's more of a Hangonda name. So with that, everyone begins returning to their prior tasks. And the captain walks in front of you five and he says, I sincerely apologize for not having introduced myself properly before now. And he gives a very elegant bow. I am Blackscale, the captain of this vessel, the Acid Breath. Nail and Tattle have told me all about your exploits till now. I must say, I'm happy to see you've had a share of success. Since I neglected to meet with you when you first joined, is there anything you would like to speak with me about or question?
But you still have a little of some of that stuff right here on your. There you go. You got it.
It happens, man. I got fur covering me sometimes. I forget about it.
This is your opportunity to speak with the captain about basically whatever you want.
I would turn to look at Desmond.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man, you're kind of the speaker for us here. A little impromptu leader, if you will.
I was so distracted by what was going on, I didn't actually think about what to ask.
Just give them
What
I'm just gonna say
you
it.
wanted,
I'm
you
just
wanted to
gonna.
know what
Yeah.
his thing was.
What's the
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say
Well,
in your head, Desmond? Just give him the gold, dude.
Yeah, I
Already
guess
did.
Well, we didn't actually. I don't think we were kind of just talking about it, but so we're just like on the deck right now.
Yep.
First thing I'll say is first things first, Captain. It's a pleasure to finally be properly introduced to you.
Desmond, was it?
Aye, Desmond. Desmond indeed. Desmond Adams.
And he quickly looks to the rest of you and makes sure he gets your names right. Citrine, Aloric, and he, going through everybody. At least I didn't forget your names now.
Well, Captain, if it's all right with you, I was wondering if we'd be able to move to your office, or a bit better of a place to hold conversation.
He cocks his head. I suppose we can. He leads you down into his cabin. Let me do this real quick. Oop. All right. You've entered his cabin. You see he has quite a lot of furnishings. There's several books and shelves. You see a large map of the world on a table. You even see a pile of gold, though not as big as one would think for being the captain. as Jack said, you see a tub in the corner.
I was wondering where that was. I was like, where's that freaking tub that he was talking about? Yo, what is the feng shui of this room? Holy shit, that bed is in an awful spot for this room.
Yeah. I really don't understand the layout, but
Yeah.
like your bed is smaller than your map table. Dog, what are you doing? Like let's reevaluate our priorities here in our room design.
No, he has his priorities exactly straight.
His feet dangle off the bed.
He's comfortable, guys. He's comfortable.
Um,
Oh wait, I just realized I can do this, Johnny. Here.
What's up?
I can screen share my Roll20. You can put that on the stream.
You don't need to worry about that.
There you go.
I
Yeah, you
appreciate
click
it.
Watch stream, and then you just full screen it. And you're good.
That's
Yo.
pretty good.
You're so smart.
You still have the
That's okay.
icons up, so there's freaking Crash Bandicoot, Meme, and Trogdor in the corner.
Yeah. Guys, that's staying. It's part of my feng shui.
Whoa. Whoa.
So he looks to Desmond and he says, "All right, we have some privacy."
well, I must say, he's quite humble quarters for a captain.
I consider myself humble.
I see. Well, uh, hmm. Why is it then that you became why is it then you became a pirate? Doesn't seem to me like you have much love for treasure.
Oh, I do, though. It's just not the same thing that you consider to be treasure.
So you're after something more valuable than coin then?
Aye.
I see. I had a feeling it'd be something like that.
Nothing too terribly grand, but yes, something greater than coin.
Campaign plot hook incoming.
And as a matter of fact, he looks to Aloric. Aloric, sir, have you been able to look through that book?
The book.
Yes, in the very first session, you got a book.
The one that spoke about eternal giant or something.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it said eternal giant will grant mankind the power to rule the land and the stars.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember that.
Yes, I looked through it. I don't know if I completely understand what I'm looking at.
And he asks you to. And he gestures to the table and he says, "Could you put it down on the table, quick?"
Yes, no problem.
And he goes to his shelves and pulls out another book that looks just about as old as the one you got, though in much different condition. And when he opens it, he opens to the first page, and then he grabs your book, opens it to the same page, and he says, "You look at these two lines. They appear to be written by the same person. We found the ruins that you explored because of what we were able to decipher in this book here."
Okay.
He starts flipping through the pages of the one you got. And though I must say, this one's a lot more cryptic. He must have gone insane.
I feel all right.
We just casually took a glimpse into the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah. The Necronomicon.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So he says, see, we found this book, deciphered just a little bit of it, and found those ruins. Supposing we find this eternal life that the book speaks of, seems to be a very wonderful treasure then, eh?
I agree.
Even if we were to not use it ourselves, one could sell this immortality potion, whatever it is. Control the world, no?
Where did it speak about an immortality potion? This just said.
It doesn't say a potion. I'm just trying to figure out what they mean by eternal life will be granted by this and that.
Can I
It
I
might
cast?
not be the form of a potion. It could be any type of
Asked.
move.
Oh no.
Can I cast detect thoughts on the
That's so
captain?
awesome.
It's just a. So wait,
I'm
was there
just-
there was
just
more in the book
Surface
than?
level thoughts.
Oh, sorry.
It's still you're still casting.
You're doing a
spell.
verbal schematic action in a closed room. He's gonna clock you
Eternal-
immediately,
Yeah, unless
Eternal-
you have subtle cast.
which you don't. You're a level
As
3
a
warlock.
warlock, you would not have subtle
Oh,
cast.
oh, right, yeah. I don't
Eternal-
know why I thought she was a sorcerer for a sec.
Shoot.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
get
you're right.
punched in the
I'm
mouth.
gonna
is
get
do it.
killed. Actually, never
Yeah.
mind. I'm gonna get
The-
fucking killed.
The book just says it says the eternal giant will grant the power to rule the land and the star. It didn't say anything about granting eternal life.
Well, maybe his other book did.
The other book does. Sorry, I was. He was trying to paraphrase really quickly what the other book says.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the book that.
That's completely on me. My bad.
Well, it also could be, like kind of cryptic in nature. In other words, it's not saying exactly what it's doing, but it's using like a metaphor or a simile to do so.
It's fair. Fair assumption. Be it as it may, I would like to try and find more of these. Maybe, just maybe, we could find this. This power, this whatever it is.
And after you do,
After we do,
You need to,
we
you need
retire.
to seek more
No?
knowledge. That's obvious.
so does that make sense?
Are you asking him? Or who are you asking if that makes sense? Desmond?
Oh, I wasn't at. I was just responding to what he said.
Oh,
retiring.
I'm sorry. I thought you
Yeah.
said, does that make sense? I was like, what? So he takes his book back and puts it back on the shelf, hands the other one back to Aloric. He says, if you want to keep reading through it, see if you can puzzle your way through, by all means, please do.
I most definitely will. I am curious myself.
We're actually on our way to the next port for some more information. Yeah,
I see.
I have dealings with many people across the world, which keep us busy and afloat, several of which are nobles that I've scared sufficiently to donate some things to our causes. In Aurora is one such noble who has recently acquired a book of some sort, and I suspect it to be another one of these.
Have you been informed about what's going on near Ormora by now?
I have been informed. From what I can tell, not a whole lot has changed. Now, I would like you five to find this man and acquire this book from him. His name is Lance Merriweather. If you say hello, he'll ask who you are. Just tell him you're surprised he didn't smell your breath from the harbor. He'll know I sent you. Bit of a code.
Upon hearing that name, for anyone like that notices, Octavius like begins like it's like a nervous habit. He kind of like rubs his like broken tusk with his tongue, like, and for anyone that also noticed, you kind of notice that it's like a fresh break, like maybe it happened like maybe shortly before he got on the ship, but he just like kind of nervously like is rubbing his tongue on the tooth, and he like clenches his fists.
Okay, the captain doesn't quite seem to notice.
Would I notice with a passive perception of 15 perchance? Perhaps, or maybe.
Probably.
I think that you and him are close enough, being the two giant freaks on this boat, that he would clock it and then not say anything.
Yeah, you haven't really seen Octavius like interested. Like you've seen him rage, but like his heart isn't in the rage. He does it as like just as a means to an end. But like this looks like he'd be like ready to throw down.
Yeah, I think he would notice that and then clock it and then not say anything in the moment. Maybe address it later. So we're stealing a book. Is this book going to be in a bank or auction of some kind, or
That I don't know.
somebody's
It's a fairly straightforward city. The further in you go, the more rich it'll be.
All right. This Lance Merriweather guy. Anything to know? We trust him. We don't trust him. We know him. We don't know him.
Well, he thinks for a moment. Don't quite know too much, if I'm being honest.
All right. Well, noted.
There's a group of nobles that sort of govern the city of Aramora, the Golden Gala. He is one of them.
He's a noble.
Yes.
The hell's a noble doing getting mixed up with us?
That's quite a long story.
One we'll share over some drinks when this is all said and done.
Perhaps.
Good to know. Book. What does this book look like? Can you describe it to us? You got a photo or something, or not a photo? Photos don't exist in this universe. A drawing.
How dare you? Just kidding.
Well, hey, canons exist. We're probably not that far off historically.
The book is very similar to the two that you've seen just now. But if it's what he thinks it is, then if it is indeed what I think it is, one of these, then it should have a similar prelude in the beginning of the book. All this talk about an eternal giant and whatnot.
Something about giants, eternity, whatever. Yeah.
Indeed.
Right.
How'd you find out about this guy?
I actually met him once.
That's how you know he has the book?
No, I have a few ears posted throughout the nobles.
So you're not friends with him?
Oh, no. By no means.
Good.
filthy nobleman who does nothing but trash the city he governs.
So it's kind of sounding like we talked to him to find out where the book is and then fuck off and don't collaborate anymore because it sounds like he's not entirely trustworthy.
He will
For any,
continue. He will continue to owe me favors. This is merely one of many.
Gotcha. All right, I'll take your word. Any other questions? Ulrich, you're smart. You got anything to ask him, or?
Well, I think getting that book will help answer some of these questions. And
That's what I
there
hope.
might be more. What's that?
That's what I hope.
Which probably will lead to more books, I have a feeling.
Now you're seeing where I'm going. If it's as simple as following a trail, this is merely another step. All we can do is hope it's as simple as following a trail. No?
Well, shit. I ain't got nothing else to do, so may as well. Yeah. Why not?
Just off, are we going to offer him that money or not? Didn't
I
say
mean,
that out loud. I'm just
yeah. Out of character, he does not seem like he would give a shit. So, like, what's the point?
So we do. So
Well, it depends.
I do have a
Is this
question.
book going to
Is
be
there-
on auction for 40 grand? I feel like it is. So,
Were you about to say something?
Is there? I'm curious because we're on the ship. Is there any way to buy spells? This is more of a,
wizard
you know,
moment.
like buy spells to add to your spell book, for example, if you were a wizard.
Not on the boat, no.
Okay. Next time we are landbound, I will pursue that further.
Okay. Does anyone have any further questions for the captain?
Is there anybody we like in a more general sense? Is there anybody or anything or any places we should avoid speaking about? I mean, not that we would speak our business in public, but you know, I guess what I'm supposed to ask is, do we have any sworn enemies here on this ship that we should know to avoid, like the plague? Like, is there any enforcers or
ship?
trade companies that hate us, or you know?
On the ship?
Anybody named Jack?
No, I mean in relation to the ship. Like, is there, if we speak the name of this ship in a tavern, is one guy from a trade company who hates us gonna know what that is and come to rip our throats out? Do we need absolute secrecy regarding?
Absolute secrecy is suggested.
Okay, got it. Don't mention where we're from. I can do that. I've been doing that for a while. Okay, cool.
Nice.
All right.
I don't got any questions if anybody else does. Looking for a book. This noble guy's gonna take us. And that's
Now
it.
I'll
That's all we
continue
need.
reading from the book that I have to see if I can discover more than we currently have.
Okay. He says, with that then, I'll speak to you again before we reach Arumora.
Thank you, Captain.
Adios, Captain. Let me know if you need a giant wolf for whatever reason in the near future. I guess.
I got kind of distracted by something. Was there anything other than this guy named Lance Merriweather that we have to find and say, surprised didn't smell your breath from the harbor to you?
No, just he's a nobleman of the town, and he is basically being blackmailed by our captain, and that's why he's doing this.
Oh,
That's
okay.
But we're looking for a book that's similar to the last ones.
Yeah.
That's all we really know. We don't know where it is, why it is, who it is, when it is.
All right.
why it is, how it is.
I going to call a break for now. Probably 15, 20 minutes. Got to get the kids to bed.
Sounds good.
All right.
Alrighty.
See y'all in a bit.
Excuse me.
Okay. Now that we are back, is there anything else you do aboard the ship?
Like before we land, or
Yes, before you land, sorry.
are we gonna do job roles?
I was gonna. Did you want to go ahead and do that now, or?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Um.
I don't think I had anything else really.
Job.
Alright. We already rolled for Octavius. Do.
Okay. Mine is a what? Perception or wisdom? What do we settle on?
For lookout,
Perception, right? Yeah.
yeah, perception. Give me 2.
Okay. A 16 and a 17.
I'm gonna use my inspiration I have on that one.
Iramin, you're going to succeed once. Desmond, you are going to succeed once.
The one time that Iramin fails, Octavius hasn't shown this at all yet, but whenever Iramin is doing his druidcraft to see what the weather is like, I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy to make like thunder sounds to like throw him off. To throw him off.
The funny thing is, it makes no noise. It's entirely visual.
The thaumaturgy lets you make a
No,
rumble
he
of
means
thunder.
druidcraft.
Druidcraft
Oh.
has no audio. It's just an orb that changes colors depending on the weather. Pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm fucking with you because your thing is saying that it's
Yeah.
gonna be good weather, but
Yeah.
you're like, wait,
You
I hear thunder.
Yeah, I
Um,
get you.
let's see. Aloric,
Mm-hmm.
could you please give me an intelligence check or saving throw, whichever is higher for you.
Probably save throw.
And do that twice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright, so you are going to succeed twice.
Nice.
Citrine, like we
Yeah.
like we talked about, we wanted to give you more of a role that would give you charisma, or that
Yeah.
would require charisma.
Yeah.
So, whether you like it or not, Nail pulls you aside and starts, and just has you walk by her as she runs things around the ship. Talking to different people, talking to different positions, getting information on what's going on, and she has you listen in and give a few orders yourself. So, if you would give me a charisma check or save.
Okay. We'll do a charisma
Do that.
save.
Do that twice for me, please.
Okay. First one's an 11. Second one's 12.
You're still learning.
I have a +5. So
You're
on
still
the actually,
you're still learning, and you're still antisocial. So
that's true. On the oh, that's not okay. I did a saving throw, not an ability check. Whoopsies. Okay, never mind. I won't do a thing.
and I actually forgot to do something real quick. Um, do do do. This your patron, you meditated to speak with
Yes.
your patron, and I'm giving you a response. I'm going to message it though.
Okay.
Jotty doesn't know how to roleplay an eldritch being.
Well, it has it.
I don't. No, you don't have to say anything. I was just
Fucking
fucking.
Yeah. The correct way to roleplay as a eldritch being is to DM her, but DM her in wingdings, and she has to figure it
Excuse me.
Good luck.
out.
I always
Oh,
like the
no.
headcanon that eldritch beings are actually like really like thoughtful and nice, and
Mm.
like there's a story about one guy. He's going home. It's late at night. He turns his back every time and sees like a amorphous object slowly slinking towards him. And every time he moves faster, it gains and gains on him. He gets to his door. His door is locked. He reaches for his pockets. He can't find his key. He turns around. The monster's there before him, and he hears in this dark, gurgling voice, "You dropped your key."
I actually thought it
remember
was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be some variation of Mandor Handhook Cardor.
I remember I hosted a short like 10 session campaign where one PSU is like adamant about using gate. It was like a high level campaign that I ran. Adamant about using gate to summon Cthulhu, and I let him do it, and they all died as a result. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck you thought was gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
did you think he
Yeah.
was just gonna be like, "You guys are great. I love you." Like,
He's like, "I was sleeping for a reason."
Exactly.
Yeah.
All
I was
right.
like, he's yeah, very fun.
All right. So, got a couple successes, couple failures, but not too big an issue. Uh, From here, you get closer to Armora. Um, like I said earlier, way earlier, it's about a week and a half of just straight nothing but sea. Um, so I do want to ask how many of you, or not, I do want to ask who among you would probably be losing their mind right about now.
A week and a half at sea.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fine. Honestly, I don't think you'd care.
I've got my sea legs.
So when you spent
I
weeks
don't-
on
I'd be more so losing my mind in anticipation of where we're going.
I don't think Citrine's been at sea before, but I can't imagine her necessarily losing her mind all that much. But
Okay.
she is also made of fire, and we're on the water.
Well, it's not
You
like
know.
Charmander's tail.
Well, no. But
So
yeah, I would think that Ehrman has spent so much time under the stars that like he just revels in that and doesn't really care all that much. She's pretty used to being bored, just sitting around in nature for a long time.
Since hearing the news of like where they're going, pretty much like every night at bed, Octavius will just pull out this necklace that he has that has two interlocked rings and kind of just like looks at it every once in a while and then just puts it back in his pocket.
Yeah, if we're gonna jump to the end of this journey, are we doing that, or is there more stuff away? Because at some point, Aaron would approach Octavius and talk to him, but
Absolutely.
in private whenever he finds a moment.
Absolutely, you can do that.
Yeah. So Aaron approaches you, and he's he's gonna say, "Hey man, I noticed you've been a little bit more fidgety lately since Captain Blackscale, we were in that meeting with him. He said a name, someone.
Lance Merriweather.
That's it, a noble or something. Do you not like nobles? I mean, I don't either, but shit, you look. It's more emotion I've seen from you than when the fire chick almost fucking died. You didn't even budge. But the mention of the noble seems to have stirred you a little bit. I'm just curious as to the reason and why. If it's personal, I get it. You know, I just feel like me and you get along the most out of this merry band of misfits, and if it's something you want to talk about, I'm all
You were
ears.
the first person to probably see me at my lowest. You saw me in my bandages.
Right. All the cuts and yeah.
The man
Pretty
we're
much.
searching for.
Yeah.
He'd be the reason.
Okay, so we're gonna rip him in half,
You bet.
and then
So I didn't have the heart to tell the captain wouldn't have a nobleman to blackmail anymore.
okay, we make our story clear here now, you and me.
Oh, I'm killing him.
Oh yeah, I think we just take him out to the woods. Don't involve the others in this little charade, as it were, and we
If we have that luxury,
split him
sure.
in two because he drew a dagger on us, and he'll be flayed into pieces. Nobody can recover.
Do I know how this guy fights at all?
Noble.
I believe you
I mean-
stated in your backstory.
I didn't state how he fought. Normally that I'd be fighting, but I would imagine he had some. I didn't get into like the specifics, but I would imagine he's like, I don't know.
He is very, very well trained with the sword.
Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, if you think we have a shot, we can always just do it, you know? We give him the code word.
He's
we
a bit
can't
of a
talk
pissant
here.
without. He's a little bit of a pissant without his crew.
Right. Also, not really sure I've ever met somebody who can handle a 9-foot tall wolf by himself, like, ever. So, I think we just take him to the woods, you know, rip him in two, and then you can rip some fur off my back. It'll hurt like a bitch, but I'll be all right. And then leave it on his body, and wham bam, he got killed by a wolf in the woods. How'd that happen? You know? But key point, we keep the others out of this, minimize witnesses and folks that could be compromised. Regardless, I'm just saying, if you want to kill the motherfucker, let's kill him. I have no objections. It's clearly bothering you, and I've never really been keen on nobles of big cities polluting shit anyway. So, yeah, I'm down. Just you let me know, and we should scheme on how to do this the most efficient way. You know.
If I see the opportunity, I will most likely take it. But I will. Uh,
Is
I
there
will
going to be
try to show some
problems?
level of restraint.
Is there going to be problems if he sees you? Does he know you? Is he going to immediately be like,
Oh, he knows me.
okay, so perhaps here's the route we take to presume complete innocence on your behalf. Maybe you man to man him, say, you know, hey, we got some stuff to talk about with what went down, you know, with the cuts and all. Man, it's killing me not knowing the context, and I get it. You got your privacy, whatever. But regardless, you find some way to convince him to go into the woods with you to discuss something private. Out of nowhere, you're gonna see a big bad wolf covered in blue fur that has blue markings on it. You know it's me. He doesn't know who that is. And then while he's concerned that there's a dire wolf about to attack you too, you stab him in the kidney and kill him.
Yeah,
And I rip him to shreds, and then we do the wolf hair thing, and it'll all work out. But
wolf hair.
yeah, but regardless, you
Got
know,
it.
make it look like he was killed by an animal.
When
Nobody's
you
guilty.
unrelated, when I pull out your fur as you're a wolf and you revert back, what happens to the fur? Does the fur stay?
I actually have no idea. That's a great question. Matter of fact, let's try it right now. You and me. Turns and looks at the camera at the DM. I wild shape into a dire wolf and allow him to rip fur out of my dog.
Like a
And then
wax
I
strip.
wild shape back to see what happens.
It would make sense to me that it just remains.
Yeah, because it's part of my temp HP, right? It's part of the animal,
Yeah.
and so it gets
Hair of the
removed
dog.
as it gets hurt. So, and if you lose a leg as a dog, you don't lose a leg as a person when you go back. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Good to
that's our
know.
plan. I will come in as a wolf.
Although
We
that
murder,
would beg the
and then
question: if you lose a leg as a wolf, you go back to fully limbed person. What happens to that wolf leg?
so the reason I think that it is like an actual thing that exists is because the animals have their own separate hit dice, which implies that they have a hit points pool, which is something that is physical and can heal. You can't heal an illusion, right? So like, I don't know. It's however you want to rule it. This is purely there is no rules written for this one. This is a strange question,
This is a
but
make-believe world of pretend.
yes, but the fact that the animals have their own hit dice is what suggests to me that in fact it may still exist at the end.
I gotcha.
But
No.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna rule that it just remains.
Right. So the plan is for me to try to get him out in the woods.
yeah, and then a big
If that
direwolf comes.
if that option somehow presents itself, if I mean, if he knows me, I don't think he wants to go into the woods by.
Man, you can make
But
work
who
whatever
knows?
you want to make work. If you want to
True.
keep on the Market Street, we'll do that too. I don't really care as long as I end up alive. Both of us end up alive. I don't really mind
You're right.
how we do it, but
Probably
I'm
best.
thinking of ways we can do this and not end up on a prisoners list, right? You know, like
I did not think that far ahead. I'm going to be quite honest.
he
I thought I was
dies in the
playing a game
woods.
that had no consequences.
He dies in the woods, and then there's wolf hair found by him, and he's ripped to shreds and looked like he'd been eaten. How does that ever come back to you? You're not a
Doesn't-
wolf. That's all I'm saying. You got to figure out a way to make that work. I'll handle the other half of that request for you, no problem. But top half is you.
Thanks.
Regardless,
Appreciate
just
it.
know I got your back. In the future, you talk to me about these things, man. It's you and me. There ain't many other big fellas on the ship from where we are, so just you know, come talk to me. I'm here to help. I don't really play the game of right and wrong. I'm just here to be here. So, anyways, I'm gonna go
Fist
have a drink.
bump.
I'll see you later. Yeah. And then he does it, but like he kind of misses, and he just like readjusts.
You got it, champ. Thank you.
Choom. Are we using cyberpunk?
I said champ. I said champ.
Did you say choom?
I thought you said chimp for a second. I'm like, no, I didn't say chimp.
We're gonna go zero this gonk.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
The next day is when you finally see Aurora getting closer, and the captain calls each of you to the top deck.
Come on, Belter. Top of the deck.
Not you five.
Oh, fuck. 2 times in a row, I've been duped.
Ah, shit.
Same shit, different day.
Same shit. So, when you all get there, it's all these preparations are being made to conceal the nature of the ship. Different sails, different colors, and whatnot. And the captain says, "All right. To restate your current task, I would like you to go through the city, find this Lance Merriweather, and retrieve the book that he recently obtained. You are not to harm anyone here. Is that understood?"
Physically or emotionally?
I suppose you can emotionally drain someone, but physically no one is to be harmed.
Understood.
Understood.
Stood under.
Are there any... You okay there?
It just caught me off guard.
Are there any complaints, any restraints?
No.
No restraints.
Very well. He says thank you and disappears below deck. So,
Dude doesn't want to insight check me.
I'll do an insight check.
About to murder this
No,
guy.
no, you don't have to.
Let's do an insight check.
No.
No! Hold on. I have to do a, deception?
Not the retcon. Not the retcon.
Alright. I will burn my fucking inspiration on this. if I
You don't have to.
okay?
You don't have to.
Nice. He has no idea.
He
what
has no
that's doing.
idea!
I was just rolling a d20. I wasn't adding any bonuses to it, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
Don't spend your inspiration. It's
shit.
all right. So as the ship approaches the docks, you see a thriving city with mountains behind it. Many other ships are coming and going, all sorts of people and things aboard them. There's a number of piers dedicated to a few ships transporting large groups of people on the far side of the docks. By this point, the acid breath has already gone through the process of showing showing merchant colors, and the front of the ship has been covered by illusion magic. A few men wearing uniforms set up the gangway on the dock and ask for the captain to step up and declare their business, to which Nail approaches to speak with them. do you all disembark at this time? Is there anything else?
Land ahoy.
All right.
Chips ahoy.
So, when you were still on the water, like I said, it is a very obviously large city, and it is built into the base of a mountain, so it gradually inclines upward, and you can see near the top very opulent houses and such. Its true nature seemingly is hidden behind the facade provided by the docks. Because as you go deeper within, you see more and more impoverished and filthy people lurking in the alleys. There's a town square that you get to that's rather small, but contains a fountain that spews murky green water into the air. The few adults you do see here appear to be homeless, but you also see a little half-orc girl huddled by herself, clutching a piece of paper. And when you draw closer, she notices you and dashes, holding out the paper. Hey! Hey! Have you seen my mommy? She looks just like this! It is a very crude drawing on a piece of paper with a myriad of water spots on the back.
Octavius will, seeing as he's also a half-orc, he'd probably be more inclined. He'd, like, kneel down, take a look at the picture, and he probably doesn't recognize
It's
this person,
akin
but...
to... It's basically like the drawings that Boo makes in Monsters, Inc.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what clan you from, kid?
What's a clan?
Do you have a last name?
No, just my first name. Misty.
Missy?
Misty.
Misty. Nice to meet you, Misty. I'll keep a lookout for her, but
She said she'd come back, but it's been... And she pauses.
hello.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's-
oh my God!
What a
What?
freeze.
No, I didn't freeze.
What?
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you
my
froze
God,
in
what a
the air.
babe.
Broke.
No, I'm just... Sorry, I'm just acting out the little
Damn,
girl.
the method acting.
I was
That
like,
She's
was
just-
Fooled all of us. I thought he actually dropped connection.
Yeah.
That's damn.
Yeah.
And she, like I said, she pauses. She just...
He's doing it again. I feel like he's disconnected.
couple days,
Or,
a 10-day.
wrong
A
character,
fortnight.
boys. That's not the right character. There's a guy here on the docks that sounds
It's been
like
a month
this.
since I last saw her.
Mm.
A month.
Octavius, you're gonna hear in your head, we need to move on. We need to do what we came here for and get back on the ship.
I'll, no promises, kid, but if I see, is she another half-orc? Like, on the picture, does it look like a half-orc? Or
Yeah.
full orc? What's your mom's name? Where was she last seen?
Mom's name is Mommy.
Fair enough. Don't know why I expected anything less.
Fucking yikes.
Whoa.
Not the child trauma again. I'm
Not
back
the
at
what?
the death house. I'm back at the death house again, guys. The trauma from the children. I
Nope.
can't.
Do you know where she went?
Well, she said that she was gonna be right back. And she had to go with the nice men in the armor. And then I don't know where she went.
Nice man. Shit. All right. Well, Here's a gold piece, kid.
Gold! She bites it. It's gold!
All right. Move along.
Wait, is
She's just
anybody
like
down to
hopping and turning in place.
anybody down to stop in and get a drink and do some strategization before we just dive right in, or are we?
Do you just want a drink?
Yeah, I just want beer. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really.
Ah, damn, Ross
automotive
leaks
here.
through.
That's so.
He was raised in a dwarven town. Okay, it makes sense. He can't eat meat, so like it's his thing. Are we supposed to meet Bruce, Lance, Schmance, whatever his name is?
I don't think that a
now, or-
meeting. I don't think a meeting was like in place or anything.
Oh, we just find him. Well,
Mm.
I know of a great place to find information as to where to find people. And it starts with the T and ends with an AVERN. So I
Starts
think
with
we
a
had
T,
our
ends
way
with
in.
an Avern.
Yeah.
There is a tavern called the Iron Spout, where you walk in. It's fairly busy. Do you all sit together, apart, spread out?
Hey, I'm gonna sit next to Desmond.
Mm.
Hey, Desmond, you,
Yes.
you got that? Just perchance, you want to test something out real quick, see how well it works. You got that document from our dear friend the Duke that we procured per se about us being tax collectors. We could give that a quick run if you'd like, or we could save that for another day. But I think perchance maybe drinks could be on the house if we, say we'll gloss over their standings with the crown at this moment.
You know, mate, I thought you were going somewhere interesting for a while. I must admit your idea is indeed interesting, but can't say that I'm one for fleecing an honest business.
Well, I'll be. We got a man of morals. Cool. Cool. Message received, man. Message received.
I'm sure you know what it must be like to have to earn a living. If we find some sort of problem with this here tavern, I might be more perceptive to what he's saying, but otherwise, we'll be paying for our drinks.
Gotcha. Moral code. I don't know why I'm slipping into your accents. Stop. All right, man. Yeah, I get it. Sorry. I didn't know you had I didn't know you had morals like that, and I will be more respecting of them in the future. And yeah, we can pay for them. I mean, obviously we're flush. We're all right. So let's get her done. I suppose. Maybe you do the talking. You're good with words. Figure out where this fucking stance, Brance, whatever the guy's name is.
Leave it to me, I suppose. And I'll go up to the tavern keep, and I'll
Let me
Desmond will.
Let me go ahead and bring you there.
Oh.
He has prepared maps.
Everyone here looks pretty similar, don't they?
Yeah, I did the best I could. Shut
I
your
was just fucking with you.
fucking mouth.
Johnny, I watched
Yeah.
Critical Role. Why isn't this like Critical Role?
Say what?
Said I watched Critical Role. Why isn't this like Critical Role?
if if it were me, I wouldn't even place any tokens. I'd just say there are people here. So.
All around me are familiar
Um,
faces.
yeah, I'll go up to the tavern keep, and Desmond will put on his aristocratic accent, and he'll say, "Ah, hello, me and my traveling companions here. We're a merchant company, and we're coming through town. I'm wondering if you would be able to direct us to uh, the places of business around town, the uh, one might say the noble dealers."
I would. I mean, obviously, since he directed him to the bar and said to speak on his behalf, he's going to approach as his alter ego, and just tap you on the shoulder and cast guidance and go, "Boss, okay. Boss, oh yes. Boss,
Oh
good.
my
Boss,
God.
need nothing."
I just literally all I can fucking imagine right now is that one video I posted where it's like I cast guidance and it's just the person's like
Yes, yes.
Zach,
What are you
Zach
doing?
pulled.
Casting a spell. What's it think I'm doing? What does it look like I'm doing?
uh,
I don't know why we even bother.
uh, yes, yes. You see, my friend here casting the spell. I hope that should serve as proof of our more I hope that should serve as proof of a more aristocratic standing within the kingdom.
The
Okay, boss. And he turns around and walks away.
the bartender
I love
doesn't
club.
Club.
Love club.
the bartender doesn't even look at the paper. He just, yeah, they're all up the hill. You can't miss him. They're all up the hill.
And I'm wondering, we've been told by one of my business contacts that uh, someone we should seek out to conduct business with would be one Lance Merriweather. Do you know anything about this man?
Yeah, he's a member of the Golden Gala. Takes charge of things around here.
Would I be able to find him up the hill, as you've said?
Oh yeah, aye, yeah.
Uh, Thank you. Appreciate your I appreciate your help kindly. And I'll leave a couple of gold pieces on the counter and go back
He
to the
ta-
table.
he takes the gold pieces. You've got a right different manner of manners. Where you from?
Ah, I'm from Grand.
Well, we're in Grand, but where are you from?
Let's see.
Aurumora is a human city.
Oh, wait. I guess Grand City.
Oh, that's my bad. I should have thought about that.
Yeah, it's all right.
From
I mean, more specifically, I'm from around the docks. I come from a trader family, you see.
Um, what are the rest? While he's been talking with the bartender, what were the rest of you all doing? I saw Citrine moving around.
Oh, I was just gonna ask for a fire whiskey.
Um, get another
maybe
bartender comes out,
Damn, he's ready. Whoa.
and so what? A fire whiskey? And they go over, do some stuff, and come back. Do you want it on fire or?
No, I'm sure this will be fine. Thank you.
All right, give me a con save.
Oh. Okay. That's fine.
In
I'm
real
sure this
life,
will be fine.
what is a fire whiskey?
Fireball.
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 It's
Is that
it's
has
just a
Sweet.
spice.
It's not
It's
hard
just
to
a
drink.
spice. It's
Yeah,
just a
it's-
spice rum.
It's like a sweet spice rum.
but
It's
it
not
has like
really-
cinnamon in it, right?
Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a cinnamon whiskey. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
rum.
It's really not. It's nothing like ultra intense.
How?
Okay, yeah, give me
How
a
about
con
10?
save.
How about a 10?
A 10.
Is a 10
She-
good?
They put way too much cinnamon in it, and you end up coughing and gagging on it.
Little like tufts of like fire comes out as I cough.
Yeah. The
Ehrman is
the bartender
judging
stands
heavily.
back, like, "Whoa, did I do that? Did I do that right? I thought I did it right. Did I not?"
No, you're fine. It's me. It's me.
Are these folks over here playing some kind of card game?
Yes, they are.
Oh, we're going full swindle mode, baby. We're approaching and we're staying in the alter ego. May
Octavia-
play.
Real quick, I saw Octavius move. Was there something you had in mind?
I was just moving to that empty table with the chairs.
Oh, okay. So what is Club doing?
He's just walking up going, me play. Quad. Me play. Me money. And he's gonna take out 5 gold pieces and set it on the table. Me.
Oh, you know how to play spades?
Me thinks.
Do you?
I mean,
or rather,
what
does
else?
does Iraman know how to gamble?
I would say probably yeah, because like his life has just been up and down the mountain and then sitting in the bar where he was raised, and that's it. So like,
Fair enough.
what the fuck else would he know? So like, I think that's fair. Yeah, I would say.
And can Citrine kind of like after she's done coughing, lean up against this bar? She's gonna attempt to help Iraman cheat by telling him in his mind what the other people's cards are.
Oh man.
Oh.
Like this. Let's go. Let's get jailed on the first night. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, that's so you bid 5 gold. They they obviously think they're gonna take advantage of this poor dumb soul.
Yeah.
And
So did we get that money? And I'm only asking because if these guys go to jail, I want to know if I have enough to bail them out.
Yeah. Each of us got
I
7
think-
grand.
7 grand?
We never gave him the money though, did we?
correct.
Oh yeah, so technically 8
So
grand.
we have 8 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I just want to get there before there's like, legal representation required, that kind of thing.
Before you guys have to buy me a lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't
Thank you.
think I don't think prison is what we would worry about.
Yeah. Also, I mean, being a druid just kind of helps a lot because it's like, are you gonna handcuff a 9-foot wolf? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, good luck. I mean, you could try, but
So yeah, they each think they're about to take advantage of a poor dumb soul, so they each bet 10 gold.
okay, I'll match him.
But
So
yeah,
10 gold.
very definitely cheating.
Yeah.
In perhaps the best and most successful way ever. You just swindle them for everything they're worth.
Hell yeah.
You get 30 more gold,
Fuck yeah. Okay.
You'll hear it in your mind.
and they
I better get my half, bitch.
they look at you at the end. And they're like, you're a rather quaint individual. You
Yeah, and the crazy thing is nobody's ever gonna fucking believe you. Good
yeah
day.
yeah we
And then
probably,
these
probably won't. They don't seem terribly surprised at you speaking normally. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably happened
One of-
multiple times.
one of
It's
them-
a pool shark.
One of them just.
I'm a pool shark. It is what it is.
Ugh.
Could I tell that Citrine was like feeding information to Iraman? Probably not.
Probably
Since
not.
it's silent. I don't know if she has like a look or
Yeah.
anything.
No,
She just
she has.
focuses.
She just has telepathy. It doesn't require any amount of effort on her part, really. So, if anything, she was just like, um, if anything, she was
Watching.
looking. She was looking fairly intently at cards, trying to figure out what exactly they were.
You have the like your telepathy
Uh,
is the same as the feet, right? Where it's not like a communication channel. It's just you can speak into the mind of somebody,
It
right?
is
Like
not a
it's not
two.
like
It is
a
not a two-way. Correct.
yeah, it's a one way.
Right.
Okay.
I turned to Citrine. I'm like, you tell him to stop fucking around too.
Pardon?
Did you tell him to stop fucking around too? And to get a move on?
Oh. Yeah, but he won't listen to me.
Don't blame him.
I'm a
No, I'm not
rat.
gambling.
I'm a rat stubborn son of a
Ugh.
bitch. Anyways, here you go, Citrine, and he's gonna hand off a small little pouch of 15 gold to you.
What is
Let's
this
stay
for? You're
focused.
so generous.
Come on,
Fucking
they can't
around
take us.
benefits you. Okay. I see the
So,
type of person you are.
so basically, all of that took place while Desmond was getting information. Um,
Good job, Desmond.
and Desmond, when
Hold it down.
so again, when you finish getting the direction, you put the gold pieces down, and they ask you where you're from. You say Grand. You expound a little bit. I'm from the docks. And one of the men next to you says, "Oh yeah, I'm normally from the docks myself, just stationed a little short way, just a little short way from here. What are the places you been, friend?"
I've been all over the kingdom. I've been all over the kingdom.
That's so. Did you say you you ever worked on a ship, mate?
Well, of course, merchants would have to know their way around a ship.
And another guy to the other side of you says, "Well, you might fly some merchant colors, but you look a tad different." And they start to look
Oh,
closer into your face.
Desmond is just looking them straight in the eyes.
Let me roll for them then. Yeah, I could have sworn I've seen you before.
Is that so?
Yeah,
Where would you have seen me?
in detail, I was posted in Fort Angler.
Oh, that's quite interesting. I mean, I've done some trading there before, supplying the navy and such.
Is that right? Is that all you did there?
Yes, I mean, would you like to see the contract I have for the area?
They eye you suspiciously. Give me deception with advantage.
Oh,
That's a nat fucking 20. Nice job.
pretty deceptive.
Oh.
So they both crowd around you. They look at the paper. They look back at you. That's very fortunate. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I guess
Although,
I might have been mistaken. Yeah, dead to rights. Someone I knew.
No worries. Although, I am curious. It's been quite some time since I was there, and I do remember it as being the most lovely place. How are things going there?
Well, it's same old, I suppose. Not too much going around. Just making sure we protect the research going on.
See, there was some sort of tragic accident around a year ago, wasn't there? What happened there?
Oh, that's that's what I was saying. You look like the one bloke that yeah. There's this big old thing. I imagine if you've heard of it, then you know what then we're talking about the same thing. But yeah, that's. I thought I had you dead to rights. You look like that one chap. But I mean, obviously mistaken. We've had quite a few beers. Um,
Ah, yes. I heard everyone involved died. It would be,
it's very.
uh,
That's
so
what.
you must be confusing me.
Yes, that's what I was thinking myself. Sorry for bothering you, mate. And
No worries.
they step back to continue their drinks.
And yeah, I guess that's when I leave the goal and then I'll step back to the table.
You see Iramin just picked up a bunch of gold from everybody else, and
You know what they say, man. Job's never done. So gotta keep doing.
excuse me.
Man, I feel like some sort of like past life of me was also obsessed with gold. That's so weird.
All right. Do you all linger in the tavern?
I don't even know what's up the hill. The other thing I would like to ask now that I've broken my persona, is there a way I can get information on like a store, like where we can spend this inordinate wealth that we have, like
Yeah,
of
there's
magical items, of
Magical
potions, of
items?
usable, yeah, it's something.
there are no
like,
magic there are no magic item shops.
yeah, I figured it's just like a town, but
But yeah, there is a shop.
apothecary, potions, general store, stuff like that.
You would find a basic apothecary, yeah, actually. Um,
Just
yeah, you're pointed to two different locations, in the city.
While we're in here, have we heard anything about a supposed warlord?
Um, there's there's a few different there's a couple conversations about yeah the suddenness at which this warlord just came to the city and declared it his. Um, but they haven't noticed. They also haven't noticed too much of a change in their daily um, tasks, their daily goings about.
Okay.
Um, there's one person that starts talking about that talks about the last they saw of this warlord. He was in this black plate mail, completely covered face and in the helmet, um, heading to the west.
Did it match the description that that little girl gave of a guy in plate armor?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, all you know from here is that this person headed west from here.
Okay. Black plate mail.
Is there any place in the city to buy like scrolls?
Yes. There is a um, library of sorts that you are able to procure different things that you need or want.
I'm just want to buy spells to fill up my spell book with, is what I'm looking for.
Um,
And put that on the back burner for now.
yeah, I'll get at you later.
Okay.
But yes, you are able to find a library, and you are able to find some spells.
Okay.
Um, as far as the merchant shop and the apothecary, we'll also take care of that later, if that's
Sure.
all right.
Yep.
All right. Do you linger any longer within the tavern?
I don't think so. Up the hill to fetch a pail of water.
I made
All
30
right.
gold today. Doing well for
You made 8,030 gold today.
You made 15 gold today.
8,015.
8,015.
Gotta remember the team. And now I owe her a singular revive. Well, valued at 15 gold.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. So, like it was said before, the city is on an incline, and you are in relatively a much poorer looking area than was visible from the water. But you get to a point where it is suddenly a much nicer looking neighborhood. None of the houses have rot, there's no damage, the roads are smooth and maintained, and any people you find walking around here are wearing incredibly fancy clothing.
The class disparity is giving me whiplash.
Right?
They should really address this before it becomes a nationwide issue and becomes the topic of hot debate that divides many.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Oh,
Man,
dear.
this trickle down thing that the guy had an idea for
Oh gosh,
really ain't working.
no! Stop!
Whoa.
Trickle down Rickonomics.
Stop!
Brennan Lee Mulligan joins the call. He's like, I heard we talking about.
What's this, anti-capitalist? So you eventually get to a sort of end of the city. It's a large cul-de-sac style area, and the houses are separated with bars and gates. It is the best guess that these belong to the nobles who run the city, as you see above each of the gates names denoting the residents. You see, of course, the one marked Merryweather.
How close is this establishment to a forested area?
It is not.
No, darn.
Well,
Does anyone appear home?
Yes, there are guards at the gate. I should have stated.
I pull back to Irmin. Or wait, I think Irmin's AFK. Actually.
He appears AFK.
Well,
Good
I
grief, I don't
suppose
know
we
what's
had
going on
to
with me.
go up to those guards and try to get an audience with this Merryweather.
All right. When you
You're
approach,
supposed to just say that thing.
one of them says, "Halt! What's your business?"
Ah, hello. We're a merchant company, and I'll produce the paper. We've come to do business with Mr. Merryweather.
Wait right here. We'll go see. And one of them stays with you. The other walks across a courtyard.
And I'll say, oh, Please tell him I have a message about the harbor for him.
Okay. And he crosses the courtyard, goes in, and it doesn't take too long for the master of the home, a short human male with a sneer painted on his face, to exit and cross towards you. Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, you don't remember me. I'm quite surprised. I mean, I myself. I'm surprised I didn't smell your breath from the harbor, Mr. Merriweather.
At that, the sneer dissolves. Oh, my apologies. Yes, I didn't recognize you. Do come in, please, all of you.
Yes, Merriweather, you should apologize.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
He stops. He turns and looks at you. Turns back. Oh, I see. And he
Desmond will look at Octavius like, what are you doing?
Me think house is fancy.
Oh,
um. So he leads you in. And immediately inside is a glorious, apparently gilded ballroom. You see plenty of other nobles drinking from small glasses, speaking amongst themselves in hushed tones. They give you looks of sort of surprise, a couple of them disgust. And on the other side of the ballroom, Lance leads you through a door into what appears to be an office. He closes the door after. He says, "I must admit I didn't expect a visit at this time. What demands are to be made of me?" He keeps eyeing Octavius.
Well, by my friend's tone, I'm sure you must know who has sent us here, especially
Yes.
given the message. You see, we've come to collect information from you.
Yes. What is it?
We are searching for a book, you see.
Book?
Yes.
He wants a book.
Aloric, if you could give our friend here, Mr. Merriweather, an example of what we're looking for.
I show him the book that I currently have. It would be something like this.
He, piss and shit. I suppose I could part with it. Just seems odd he would only want a book.
Oh, so it's in your possession.
He turns around, goes through a shelf, and produces a similar looking tome. Hopes to send a group to find the treasures for me. I don't suppose I could buy your services instead of that loathsome lizard, could I?
Are you referring to our
No,
captain?
you can't.
Very well.
Maybe
He hands
if
he hands up
we
he hands out
you
he
wouldn't
hands out
pay.
the book. He says, "Very well. Now get out! You're tracking muck all over my floors."
he's
Desmond
gonna
will-
nudge. He's gonna nudge
No.
Octavius.
Our captain wanted to speak with you as well, so you'll be coming with us.
He never wants to speak with me.
Well, he does now.
What would be so important he wouldn't send you a message?
Beyond me, beyond our pay grade.
Exactly.
Give me a deception check.
I would say I guided you,
Or-
but I'm not doing
or-
the banana boats again.
Because of your imposing manner, I would also accept intimidation.
I mean, it's better than my deception. I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
For real this
Wait,
time.
yeah, I was gonna
That is
ask.
not better.
Did he even actually say that? No, right?
What?
The captain, did he actually ask for that guy to speak with him?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
There may have been some backstory that you missed out on, Nate.
So
Yeah.
so you say that, and he says, "I have some incredibly important things to tend to. If he
No, you
truly
don't.
does wish to see me, I will meet him later
Where?
at the harbor."
We'll give you a meeting point.
I'll meet you wherever.
Methinks you should listen. Captain, not patient.
I imagine we had time to like look at maps of the area. Is there a nearby forest?
Not terribly nearby, no.
Just
Anything
give me
really-
a fucking forest.
Yeah, just a woods. Just anything where
Yeah,
a wolf
literally
could be
any like
conceivably
forest
attacked.
was where maybe there's one wolf. Maybe like just one wolf. That's all. That's all you need.
It's not super far away. It's just not terribly near.
Well, Captain can't be seen in the city. You're gonna meet us here, or you're gonna meet him here tonight.
Fine.
Captain said
whatever you say.
alone.
Al-
Alone. No
You're
one
not-
see Captain face.
You're not fooling anyone with that stupid facade of yours. Enough of it.
Alright, fine, man. Listen, I gotta protect our interests. It is how it is. You play the game too. Don't shame me for playing it.
Fair.
Well, rather productive. Hey, anywhere we can buy some expensive shit? Like, not poor people stuff? They have like a fancy shop here in town in the wealthy
Yes,
part anywhere? Or...
Yes, there is. It's on the eastern end. Now get out. You're spreading muck everywhere.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad we had this talk. All right, bye.
We had a good deckhand that we could have gave you.
Begging your pardon.
Don't worry about it.
He's
dead now.
rather Oh, I was gonna say he's rather fluid in his accommodations now and fluid in his allegiances, but whatever. That
That's
works
a
too.
good
He's
one.
dead. Yeah. Okay.
I will allow only one of you to make an insight check.
Probably me, right?
Go for it.
Not me.
I think me. No, nobody else is a wisdom class, right? It's just me. I'm the only one who's a wisdom class in this campaign.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's you got it.
No, I don't, gang. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh.
I do have an inspiration. Should I burn it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I'd recommend it.
Okay, that's much better.
Cool.
Here's my inspiration. It's burned, but worth.
Yeah, he's not going.
Okay. Yeah.
He's not gonna go there.
Kind of.
So,
Do you tell Octavius that?
Yeah, I would just like on our way out, just be like, "Yeah, listen, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of good at reading folk. Dead or alive, their expressions. So, he's not gonna show up. It's a waste of our time to even go to those woods. There's not gonna be anybody waiting for us. So, I think this may be more of a clandestine operation between you and me to get this done outside of allowed permissions. If you catch my drift, I think we may be doing this through sneak out of the ship, do it, sneak back onto the ship means, and if that means we have to bring other folks in, that's what we got to do. But regardless, he's not going to be there tonight. So
I'm gonna
He's
say two
alone
things.
in his room
One,
right now.
one, are you guys gonna kill this person? And two, it's how are you gonna sneak on and off the fuck? How are you gonna sneak on and off the ship? If you just told us all that you're gonna sneak on and off the ship.
Oh, I wasn't saying this. I was just saying this between me and him while we're walking, like hushed. I'm not like
Ah,
announcing
well
it to the
then,
group,
one
but
thing. Are you guys gonna kill this
yeah.
person?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of the intent. I gotta be real
But
with you.
I
you
don't
know,
care. I was just curious. You can do whatever you want.
I was curious what the reason for all the hostilities were. You
Yeah.
have bad
Well,
blood with this person.
oh, you remember when we met this guy and he was like covered in some cuts or whatever, some bandages. He was all wrapped up. Long story short, he's a reason. So we're going to rip him into
Uh,
shreds and feed him to the wolves, so to say. The wolf being me, and then
You're the wolf.
yeah,
Yes.
that's the plan.
without like saying any words, uh, Octavius kind of rolls up the bandages, and you'll see that like around his wrists is more pale than the rest of his skin, as if he had like something there originally.
Yeah. Uh,
Like it didn't see much sunlight that area.
yeah. Uh, I've
I
kind of learned my
see.
lesson not to ask questions here. I just know this guy who I know can rip people in half wants this guy who is a nobleman, probable piece of garbage dead. I'm not going to ask any further questions. His city is garbage and he will die. So,
You don't have to
that's it.
explain yourself to me.
Nope.
Oh, I
Yep.
Do
wasn't. I
whatever
was
you want.
explaining
Nope.
it to Desmond.
Just a fucking. You're not explaining me.
It's
I
a
wasn't
badass
going to
moment and
anyways.
everything, but it's just like, oh, I wasn't
Shut
talking
the
to you.
hell
I was
up.
talking to him.
I love it.
Well, Desmond, now you've shown your hand. You've got a moral code regarding good businesses. What say you to killing a piece of shit nobleman who robs everybody and tortures folk for no reason? Huh?
Well, I think I know a thing or two about revenge, but murder usually isn't my way to go about it. I'm not like to stop you, but I just hope you know what you're getting yourself into. It can be a dark road to travel down.
Yeah. Well, all I ask is that you give us your blessing and don't rat on us to our captain who can snap us in half like a couple of twigs. That's all. And Aloric, I'll buy you a book for keeping quiet. A book or two. However much they cost. I'm not really sure how that works.
I'm guessing we're doing this like at a hush tone, like right
Yeah.
outside of his door.
It's, yeah, like while we're walking back to the,
So even while
ship, because we already
so-
have the
Well,
book.
yeah,
Like,
as
I
you
was.
are, I was just gonna say, as you leave, no one regards you at all.
Yeah. a couple of nobodies.
So we can go in and out as we please.
Brother, as much as I wish we could walk in there and just do it. I'm
Well,
not
I was
sure.
trying to do it right there in the room after when you told me
Yeah.
that he wasn't.
Oh, the problem is, how do we get out? Because it's not exactly a short trip back to the ship. So, now, hear me out. We do have this as an option. You know how we were talking about our plan of him getting eaten by wolves? Perhaps a wolf is still the plan, just with a couple of extra steps. See, I'd picture all the guards in there armed and ready to go at a moment's notice for any threat. Any threat, including a giant dire wolf that moves really goddamn fast. Now, say this dire wolf shows up to the gate and starts hauling ass away, but not at fast enough of a pace for everybody to lose sight of him, so people start to meander away from this little abode that they're all sat in. That leaves you a perfectly open window with few open ears nearby to
This is
ins-
assuming he's still in the house when we do this.
insert a dagger between a couple, slots in a rib cage where it fits real nice and hits a heart. Do you think you could do it? Because that's the only option I'm seeing. and we may also be killed by our captain. But
I'll take the blame.
okay.
I can.
Cool.
I'll go in there right now. And
Yeah,
do
if
it.
you do that, you're gonna die because there's a ton of people in there with swords that'll kill you. So instead, I'm gonna do my best to pull as many people with the swords out as I can. Hey, Citrine, can you back him up? Make sure he doesn't die. I no idea if this plan is gonna work, but I feel like if we don't do this right now, he's gonna walk in there and draw a sword and just get shot by a bunch of crossbows and immediately eat shit. So, uh, yeah, I mean, I guess we
Sure.
give it our best shot because I think our two choices right now are watch this guy go in there and kill himself, or watch this guy try to go in there and kill someone else and probably still die. But either way, fuck
Sure.
it. You know, we got nothing to lose. We got money. We get kicked off the ship. We buy our own, whatever. Uh,
Speak for
sorry
yourself.
So are you
for.
trying to enact this plan now or wait till nighttime?
I'm not sure he's going to wait for nighttime. Can I get a read on Octavius? Do I think he has the patience to actually wait to execute this as like a well organized plan? Or if I leave him alone, is he going to walk back and just try to walk him with a sword and stab him in the chest? Like, because I'm getting the sense that he,
You don't think that he would walk in sword drawn?
yeah, but he's
He-
gonna do
but
something really reckless. He's not really
yeah,
gonna be thinking about like the long term, his survival in
correct.
execution. Okay.
It's like an equalizer type of deal.
Yeah, he's not thinking about the long term here. He's like, I want this guy dead, and if I'm just gonna walk in and stab him in the chest, that's what it is. And that's not the smartest idea. That's very low survival rate there.
The reason why he didn't do it with all of you in there is because that would put you guys in danger.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So knowing that he's basically gonna die if he doesn't do it, he would enact the plan now. So he would walk to wherever he could. Um that it conceals him, cast wild shape into his direwolf form, and yeah, just start causing a ruckus, man.
In that
Walk,
case,
saunter
that
up, start
case,
causing chaos.
in that case, we will go ahead and end the session right here.
Yeah, what a cliffhanger.
Nice little cliffhanger of revenge.
Who am I to get in the way of a character arc? Come on. I'm here as a means of story delivery.
Well, I wasn't expecting to have my story come up at level freaking 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's not also not to say this is all of the story.
Yeah.
Also, you're not the only one.
True.
Big thanks to everyone who watched and who watches this after I post it to YouTube. I'm gonna work on doing different, on like shorts and stuff for YouTube to expand outward. But yeah, please like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see everybody in 2 weeks. It's gonna become a bi-weekly campaign just because of family stuff.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.